Hi, and welcome back to OCD Music and Me. My name's Kyle. I'm a violinist and teacher, and I have OCD. And today, I just thought I'd do a quick follow-up to the video I posted a couple days ago. Excuse me. I was just on the treadmill again, as you can see. Kind of sweaty and all that and red. And there's a couple of things I thought of in the last couple of days I just wanted to say now. One of them is, I think I said the very first video I posted, one of the most one of the hardest things about trying to talk about OCD is the fact that everyone kind of thinks that they get it, or that they know what it is, or they say things like, "Yeah, I'm a little OCD too," or whatever. But or even think like everybody has some sort of like issues with maybe like sensory processing or whatever. And so I thought I'd try to point out that I don't think people understand it quite the way that they might think. So for example, the other day, I pointed out that over here you can see there's light switches, there's doors, there's a trash can there, the treadmill's here. I find all that stuff to be, gross. Because, for example, someone takes out the trash, puts it in the trash, touches the doorknob, touches the light switch, turns it off. And then there's that means there's, probably trash on the doorknob. There's probably trash on the light switch, etc. And so that means there might be trash on your hands. And so my brain kind of sees all that. I think the difference, a normal person might not think of all those things. And but one of the things that's different, say, between someone like me that has a disorder versus a normal person is that I had to touch all this, go about the rest of my day, and try not to let it affect me in any way. Right? That's part of my therapy. And one of the things I think is that might sound easy to you, but it's not necessarily easy for someone like me. If you went back, one video I posted was one kind of outlining an exercise of what it's kind of like to have OCD and to sort of experience it. And I think if people did that video or did that exercise, they might think, I had you write down a statement that I assume most people that heard the statement would think it's an awful statement. And you might think that that's the hard part. And it's not. If you're OCD, writing down that statement is actually the easy part, I think. So for me, touching that light switch and then touching my phone here, that would be like writing down that bad statement. And then I just got to walk around with it and just be okay with that being in my head and not letting it affect the rest of my day. And one of the ways that's hard is not just the idea of, oh, that feels gross. Touching this thing feels gross. And then, if I put this in my pants, my phone in my pocket, then whatever's on the light switch is in my pocket. I might touch a computer, my violin, other things the rest of the day. But it doesn't always stop there. So one thing that happens with me, when I do things like this for like the first day or two, is I don't really sleep well at night because I'll get these like really strange and vivid, intrusive images while I'm sleeping that are really creepy, and they just keep me up at night. And that's like a way that, if I go to bed and I didn't discontaminate everything, my brain is like trying to say, hey, you forgot to do this thing. Why don't you go do this thing? You got to go clean. You got to go clean right now, right now. It's like, 2 a.m. It's like, no, I don't have to clean. But, that's something that I have to deal with in the days afterwards. So it doesn't start and end here. It's a daily thing. It's a weekly thing. It's probably essentially a lifelong thing. You always just have to keep in check, like to to try not to like let it disrupt your life. I think so that'd be like, I think, one big difference. I think another one would be, I said one time in a video that sometimes I used to take really long showers, like 2, 3, 4 hour long showers because of how always wondering, did I actually clean everything? Did I get every square millimeter of skin discontaminated? And in one of the videos I wrote, it was so bad, I got so obsessed with one spot on my leg that like I had a big scar. I put a scar on my leg. You probably see it right there. It's about that big around. And that's kind of, I would say that's kind of like the difference between someone that might feel a little gross versus somebody that has like, a disorder. So it is kind of a serious thing. It's very disruptive. But, if you do the right therapy and you do it, do a little bit every day, it gets easier, it gets better. I had to bring the phone out here again when I ran on the treadmill and do all this again. And I'll probably have to do it, going forward, at least for a while, just to reprogram my brain into understanding, hey, I understand you're sending off false alarms, but there's no real existential threat here. It's not really dangerous. It's okay. I'm probably not gonna get some horrible illness and end up in the hospital later today. Like I can do this and it's fine. And it's just, one of those things, it's all part of the process of getting better. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say today. If you have any questions or comments about it, feel free to write it in the comment section below. You can like, share, subscribe, all that stuff too. Anyway, I'll talk to you next time.